It's been an absolutely incredible run. With a bunch of guys who weren't even considered by bigger schools. Um, Actually, I didn't know this until about a day or two ago. But Casey Nadefo actually entered his name in the transfer portal last year, looking to transfer up to a bigger school, but couldn't really find a good fit, so he came back to St. Peter's. There's talent on this team. It'll be interesting to see how many of them stay at St. Peter's next year or transfer up to other schools, or if they're going to be able to keep most of the team intact.
Yeah,
But
I think St. Peter's really just from the start beating Kentucky won the hearts of America, and I think they from even up to the game against North Carolina, they showed heart the whole time. They were down virtually 18 to whatever it was, 22 points, I think, pretty much the whole game. But they played like it was a tie game, like they still had a chance in that game. And they're just such a likable story to get as far as they did, to especially to be local to our area. JD to have the Seton Hall connections between Coach Shaheen Holloway, which we will get to later with his story. I just think it's really an incredible story. Those kids at St. You got to keep your head high because that there is absolutely nothing to be disappointed at, nothing to be ashamed of or anything like that. You played like you belonged with these top dogs in the tournament, got further than any 15 seed has gone before, and they were playing with the most of house money, and they came out on top, and it's really you tip your hat to them, and we'll see what they do moving forward.
Jersey City's actually throwing them a parade. Yes, it was Elite Eight, not a championship, but they're still honoring them as if they, with a victory parade, because this accomplishment is deserving of that. I believe the parade is scheduled for Friday. I don't know the exact details of that. I've just heard the Friday date thrown out there. So they're getting key to the city, the whole deal, and well deserved. There's a school that is when you're playing against the blue bloods like Kentucky, Purdue, like any of the big football schools, for a school like St. Peter's that has a campus of 2 city blocks and 2,300 students and a gym which until they did the renovations recently was an absolute dump with a leaking roof, and this just what they've been able to accomplish, from these players, from Coach Holloway, it is nothing short of incredible when there's so much money being thrown around by these schools. What makes March wonderful is the fact that schools like St. Peter's still have a chance. It's one game. It isn't a 7-game series. All you need to do is be better for 40 minutes. And St. Peter's did that. And it was absolutely incredible. And this is what makes the tournament great. And we were lucky enough to have the regional games in Philly, a short bus ride from Jersey City, so they had a big fan presence there. It was about 60-40 of St. Peter's versus Carolina supporters. The Carolina contingent is loud and they travel well and they have a national following, but there was lots of St. Peter's fans there. You had the Spirit Squad and the cheerleaders and the Peacock mascot hanging in front of the Xfinity Live bar next to the arena and taking pictures with folks outside. We drove by him, and my partner, I was driving, so my partner took a picture out the window. It was fantastic. And just that kind of party atmosphere, and everybody gets their shot.
To jump on that and to throw another point to the fanfare that they're getting with especially the cheerleading squad. I saw a story where through these games, for the most part, they could get to the games because they didn't have basically the ability to travel. And NBC's Peacock, they paid They did this whole thing where they paid for transportation, I think hotel as well, to get the cheerleading squad up here for the tournament. And so just it's really just an absolutely incredible story, and it goes to show you, like, really, like, anywhere, any school, you could play hard. You could find guys, like, anything can happen in the tournament. That's what's so magical about it. I keep saying the word magic about this tournament for weeks now, but it really is. I'm beating that drum on it, but it can happen. We've seen, a couple years ago with Oral Roberts, which sounds like my local dentistry, and then years ago with Florida Gulf Coast, and if you remember, Dunk City. So, it could happen, especially now where basketball is just all over the country. I keep saying you could find guys in every corner of this country playing basketball. This isn't kind of like college football where it's regionalized to the South, Midwest, and out West. It's basketball, man, and it's really just what makes March Madness the greatest basketball time of the year.